Hello everyone and happy Friday. Welcome back to Love to Inspired Handmade with Christina. Today is August 15th of 2025 and I'm thrilled to come back and show you a new fun tutorial in creating a gift card in a gift box in a card. I had that all twisted around and it sits just like so, perfectly on a desk, and check it out. The little box pops right off, and then it's perfect for that little treat inside. Isn't that adorable? Yes, I know. I am so excited to show you this today. We will get started in just a few minutes and I will go over all the supplies with you that you will need, which isn't a lot, so have no worries. You'll be able to recreate this easy as 1, 2, 3, and you will be able to put a smile on someone's face no matter what you're wanting to do this for. I think this is great for Christmas. It'd be great for birthdays, even weddings, congratulations, or anniversaries. I mean, actually any kind of occasion. This is the perfect little cutesy card that you could create. So I hope you enjoy it. Make sure if you're brand new jumping on that you comment, leave me a comment where you're from, give me a thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe to my channel because guys, you know, I'm here every week showing new fun things, and I love sharing all the inspiration. So if you ring that bell, you'll always get notified when I pop on, and you will never miss a video. So yeah, hey, that's exciting, right? No doubt. Okay, as I'm adjusting the camera and getting everything in order, I'm gonna lay this over here so that you can see again just how adorable this really is, isn't that? And so when you open it up, I have this on the inside, and then it takes a little bit to slide it in there because you know, you want it to be secure, but it's not really, it's kind of cumbersome to get in there, and then you just want to fold the little sides out just enough. And my husband, when I was showing this to him, he made a good point on this as well. He was saying, and you can really run with this, guys, it kind of has a chimney effect to it, right? Like, you know, so how cute would that be? Doing all the things on purpose there. All right, so let me get this moved over real fast. Some of this I'm going to build with you so that you can kind of see how it comes together. Let me see if this will be too much because I feel like I'm really far away here on the camera. Yeah, there you go. Zoom in a little bit. Now some of this paper, or this paper that I am going to be showing you today, is brand new, you guys. So it comes out in September, so you will want to put this on your wish list, no doubt. And it is the Modern Christmas 12 by 12 DSP. And look at that gold shimmer. Oh my gosh, I love that gold color in there. And here is one side. Isn't that just beautiful? And the Christmas trees, just think about the cards you could make or scrapbook pages. I mean, and then this little stars. And then this is the one I'm going to be using to display today, but let's flip it over and look real quick. I love the black and white. I mean, there is so much you can do with the black and white. And then you've got this. So on the other side, it's more flat patterns. And this is adorable. Fa la la la. Really gets you in that Christmassy mood of celebrations. So there you go. That's that paper, so just be keeping an eye on it because the new holiday mini catalog is coming out in September. And if you haven't got your hands or would like to get your hands on one, leave me a comment and we will get together and talk, and I can get your information so that way you can get one in your mail and you will not miss out on all the new fun things coming out. But if you don't, you can also go on to my online store and see all of the new stuff there as well at lovetoinspiredhandmade.stampinup.com. So yeah, There's lots of adorable things going. So how you're going to get started, as I'm just rambling along, start out with just your regular base piece of cardstock at 8.5 by 5.5, and then we score it at 4 1/4. You're going to want a piece of cardstock in the color of your choice. This time I'm going to use just your basic white sheet of cardstock. On this black one that I did in the cardstock, here, let's pop it all over the place. I did cut out a piece so that you had your little front. So just keep that in mind. Not that it's a big deal, but you want to be able to see and have a place to write with. So yeah. All right, you're going to need a ruler and a pencil or something that'll help you kind of guide you on the straight line. Now this is the paper that I'm using for my gift box. This is going to be a 6x6 sheet of designer series paper that you choose, and then you're going to score it on all 4 sides at 2 inches. Just keep note that when you do your scoring, especially on designer series paper, it's sometimes a little thinner, so don't push as hard because it'll tear all the way through, and we don't want that. Then you're going to need one more piece of designer series paper, and this one is going to be cut at 3 1/8 by 3 1/8, and then you're going to score on all 4 sides at a 1/2 inch. So go around and do a 1/2 inch on all the 4 sides. All right, now set this to the side. We'll go ahead and build our box just so that you can see how fairly simple the box building is, and then we will come back to the card on how we have to cut it. How I did the box is, I'm sure you can't see. Let me come down a little bit closer on the score line. So I'm going to just snip to the score line on one side, just like this. So basically you're going to have your little flaps going like so, and then I'm going to come across to the other side and do the same thing. Now this is for our lid. Okay. Go ahead and fold your little score lines down. Now you see you have your little flaps. That's where I'll put the adhesive to attach it. Now go ahead and shoot. I'm going to go ahead and use the gold top here, but you just decide which side of the box that you're going to, or paper that you're wanting to use as the top. So I'm going to have the black and white straps here on the inside. So let me grab my multi-purpose glue real fast, and we will put the lid together. And just a little dab on all the 4 sides. You can tell this one's getting low. Okay. Pinch that down, just like so. Now you can snip it if you, because this one actually, all of them are fitting just right. I must have got off the score line just a tad bit on that one, so I'm gonna snip it just a little bit so it folds evenly down, like so. There. Okay. Now I've got my lid, has the little cutesy Christmas ornaments on it. Now we'll take the 6x6 piece for the bottom of your box, and we're going to do the same thing. So I'm just going to start from one end down to the score line here on 2 sides. So go ahead and do that. See if I can do better at snipping these down. Okay. Isn't that just beautiful paper? I love that. And it gets you feeling all Christmassy inside. All right, then just after you've done your flaps or your trimming, go ahead and fold all of the score lines. With this being the designer series paper, I'm especially not going to grab the bone folder because I don't really feel like I need it to get these good and creased. Now this time I want this pattern here to be my outer side of the box. So I'm going to flip it over just like so to fold my box together. And then you just begin putting it together on your flaps together. So let me fold this side up. Just make sure that they're kind of even so that your box will stay square. I'm going to come to this side and do the same thing. Fold it in. Now you can, if you want to, if it's easier to trim some of the sides, you can, you know, like in that, giving it that little slant, but I don't really think that it's necessary to do. Well, I guess this is going on the inside because I do not want that glue being on the out. That would be a sticky mess, right? Okay, and do it one more time. Remember, if you're using this multi-purpose glue, a little goes a long way, so make sure you don't squeeze too hard or you're going to have a whole lot of glue and a ooey gooey mess. All right, there's our box. Perfect, right? And it measures, it's a 2x2 box. So, I mean, it's a cute little size box. The lid pops on there just like so. Now that part's done. I'm going to set it to the side because this is the fun part. So take your sheet of cardstock and go ahead and fold it in half and use your bone folder to get it scored down well. Now this is where I said the ruler and just a pencil, because that way you can come back and erase. So the idea is we're going to come in just an inch on one side and kind of, stand up, I can't see what I'm doing here. I'm going to come in an inch just on one side and make a little mark here. And then on this other side, I want to come in 2.5 inches. So I'm going to come down right about there and do another little mark. So this little mark should make this right here 2 inches apart. Okay. Now you're going to take the, I'm sorry, let me get back in the camera. So now you're going to take your ruler where you had your little mark at and just go down it 2 inches. Then you'll come across, I'm going to do this side too first. Come across, do 2 inches, and then you'll come down to the bottom and make it 2 inches again. So this little square is going to come out. Is that straight? Yeah, maybe. Because you're doing a box that is 2x2. I don't think that was completely straight. So you can do this 2 ways. You can take your scissors if you want and cut the box out this way, or you can take your paper trimmer and cut it out that way. Now I love our paper trimmer because on our little cutting blade we actually have notches. So there's a notch like on each side this way and right there on each end, so you can kind of see where you're going to stop your cut. So I'm going to use my paper trimmer to do so. So I'm going to line it up inside here where I see my pencil line, and then I'm just going to cut down using my little notch right here. I'm going to know where to stop. Okay, I'm going to bring it over and do the same thing again. Now if you kind of get off, because my paper is butted up to the top, because that way I know it's even. So if your line was not completely straight or whatever, don't worry about it if your blade kind of comes off halfway down, because you know you're going to be a straight line in your cut. Okay, now I've got these two lines, and now I'm going to do the same thing with this little line right here. Let me get you back in the camera here. Now I'm going to use this line on the side to line up right there, and then I'm going to just push my blade down, see, and come all the way in, just like that. So then your little square should come right out of your trimmer. Okay, just like so. And if you still have, see there, look, you got a little bitty note. You have any pencil on your cardstock, just take your little eraser and erase it off if you've missed a little bit, which I had a little bit on here. Now, this is how your card is cut out. And it doesn't matter, you can have this on the right side or flip it over and have it on the other side. That's up to you on what side you want your box. That is no wrong or right place to have it. Now simply take your box and try to stuff it in there and see if it should fit just so. Let me try to open it up just enough where it'll sit on the table. Now it's taken a little bit to kind of work it in there, but that's how it should be looking. You can work it to make it even and all the things. So, all right, now that you got that done, decorate the top of it. However, I did take a piece of the gold shimmery, it ain't shimmery, it's the gold specialty paper, because I was going to add it to the bottom here, and it's 5.5 by 3 1/4. And then I'm going to, I took another piece that was a 1/2 inch by 5.5 to put on top of it, because I want to be able to bring my box and that in together. So I'm going to go ahead and add that on the outside real fast. I can't tell. Are we even? I don't know. It's fine. I take my other piece. We'll add it to the top here. Just bear with me. It'll come together. Okay. I love this paper. It's gorgeous. It's going to be my favorite thing to use all season long. Okay. The next thing I did was for my decorative part here, I ended up taking these little shapes, and I was trying to figure out how I wanted to piece them together. So you could do it this way with the gold and then do an embossing on this specialty paper. But I ended up deciding to do the white piece with the gold on the inside. Now this little shape right here, these shapes that I got, were from these two dies, and it was from the Unbound Love dies. So these are some that I had pulled out. You actually have this one that I have for the base and the white piece, and this little guy right here is the one that I'm getting this center piece from, because I'm wanting to use that for the gold accent of it all. Now, to add in a little bit of color with this, I'm going to pull in some cherry cobbler ink, and I have a For You stamp set that I'm pulling from the Tags of Thanks. So it's got a whole bunch of fun little sayings in there. So that's what I'm going to stamp real fast right now, right in the center. Let's see how well I did. Did great. Look at me go. All right. Now this little guy has little bitty holes and stuff in it, so you're gonna want to add this, but very carefully. So I'm going to take my multi-purpose glue and just try to add some little bitty dots all the way around it, just enough to get it to stick, but not so much it's going to ooze out and make a mess everywhere. Because hello, this stuff makes messes. Okay, let's see how I do this. Oh, easy. Not too shabby. Well, my finger's stuck to it. Crap. Okay, here we go. We'll get it on there. It'll fit. My idea is trying to cover up the little dotted lines, or the little proofreaded dots there. See if I can nudge it just enough. So there it is. Isn't that cute? Okay, now I want to add, almost done. I'm almost done. Dimensionals, because hello, we just love dimensionals. They add the perfect amount of dimension to something. I'm going to put one more in the middle. I want to make sure this sucker is good. I'm going to stick it right there on the side. Okay, now I had, these are some red rhinestones that I had left over. So we're going to add a few of those. If I can get them. Well, that would be really cute to stick on all of the little dots too. All right, but I'm not going to. We're gonna keep it going here. That one. Let's try that. Okay. Now, one more thing and we're done with this adorable, no, two more things. So I'm going to take some of this cherry cobbler and gold ribbon, because how cute would it be if we tied a little bow? Well, let's not forget our little candies. Okay, and our little candies. We'll get our little bow. And I'm going to say you need at least 14 to 16 inches on here, okay? Because you want to give yourself enough ribbon to tie. I am notorious about just keeping it on my roll, so then that way I get how much I need. So that's why I'm kind of guessing. In the instructions on my blog, when I share it, I will make sure to have the exact amount for you though. So yeah, make sure you go over to the blog and see. Oh my gosh, oh, this is so cute. Okay, before I stick this in though, we have one more thing to do, and that is stamp the inside of our card. Now this is another one coming really soon. It's words for the season, and I'm going to be using the May the Magic of Christmas fill each corner of your home and heart. So you will definitely be wanting to see that really, really soon. Coming to our new catalog and online store near you. So excited. Okay, let me see. Sorry if my head's in the camera. Just really trying to make it straight. And a fun thing you could actually do with this, let me grab it real quick, is taking your cherry cobbler blend marker, and you could do a few little berries on the side here, and then just kind of cute. I'm sure there's stamps for this, but hey, why not just add it that way? All right, y'all ready to see it come together? Here we go. Take your little box and slide it in there, just like so. And then use your fingers to kind of come in the center to prop it open. And it is, oh goodness, Makes it sound easier than it is here. Now this is probably ideal if you use thick cardstock to do so, okay? But, ta-da! Let me turn it around for you. There you go. So cute. And I would show you the other, here, let me see if I can show you the other one real quick as we close out. Make sure that you tune back in next week. I guess it would help if I zoom the camera back out for you. Next week for a new tutorial. I hope you really enjoyed this one and you have fun creating these fun little gift cards, because it is different and it'll definitely give a whole new fun touch to your creations. But have a wonderful weekend, and I look forward to creating with you again on August 22nd of 2025. Be blessed.